I'm gonna show you how to fix this later.
Is this do what you say, don't do what you look like? I don't know.
So I'm using the Style Dryer today on Stephanie's hair. I really like using this on shorter hair, and I'm gonna show you a messy look first. So right now, I like to start with the paddle brush, and I go back and forth with the bang, just like this. Now what that's doing is that's smoothing out the root area. This is also really great for longer hair. If you have cowlicks or creases or you don't want them to be, this is the perfect way to smooth everything out at the root. And then you can put your bang wherever you want. You can put it back. It's just a lot simpler that way. So I'm just gonna go back and forth, smoothing the front out, because she does have a little bit of cowlick right here. So once I get that dry, I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna pop it off, and I'm gonna put the root lift attachment on. Make it the same. Now I'm just gonna go through from the ear and work my way up on top of the head, just like this. Super simple, very easy, and it's great because the Style Dryer is not only a blow dryer, it's actually doing all of the work for you. So now you don't have to juggle around with the round brush and the blow dryer, and I know everybody out there can barely get the back of their head finished. So this is really gonna help you out with creating that complete look all over.
Okay, so you're basically just getting there at the root.
Yep. I'm just working my way up. And it's great because it's concave, so it fits the head shape of every head type, just like that. And so it just makes it smoother and it never gets tangled. So just working my way up, and if you want to, you can kind of hold the ends just like this. If you want to get a little bit more maximum volume up top, I like to hold the ends and just kind of work it in like that. Now I have it on the high heat setting on the first fan speed. There's 2 fan settings.
Okay.
So I really don't need to go nuts. I usually only kick it up to the 2nd fan setting on more coarse hair or unruly hair, or if it's very frizzy. A lot of times I like to kick up the heat and kick up the fan setting. So I just have it on low on her. And I'm just working around the head. Now I'm gonna create this messy kind of, I don't know, like rock star kind of look.
So like where are some places that you'd wear messy hair? Like what's appropriate for messy hair?
I'd say anywhere. If you're going out at night, I think there's a difference. There's messy and then there's controlled messy.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
There's like, I just woke up and I just tried to look like I woke up like this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is really to create that look. Once I finish this, I'm gonna go into it with a product called Embellish.
Okay.
And it's this texturizing paste. And I love it because it really shapes the look out, and it gives a definition. You can piece it out and you can mess it up. And if you feel like at any time it's either coming out of your hair because you were in the rain or whatever, just throw it back into your hair and just create that style again.
All right, so you're using one of the 4 attachments that comes on this. So this is really cool. It's called the Style Dryer and a custom airbrush. And the reason I think we use the word custom is because there's 4 different attachments. So right now you're using the root lift. And in addition to that, we have a concentrator, a round brush, and a paddle brush that you can just pop on. All right, so take me through kind of why you're going in like upward motion and opposite direction of the way her hair normally lies.
Well, I'm working, so you can see in the front right here. So anything above the ear, like if you look at where your hairline is, I take it there all the way back on top of the head. I usually like to pull it up and hold it and get into the root right there.
Okay.
And then if I want a smoother side, but I want to keep the top kind of funky, I'll switch it up and I'll go right into it with the paddle brush that I was using earlier on the front of her head. And I can just kind of brush forward, just like this.
Oh, cool.
Now that's just gonna smooth that side out. Like I said, get any cowlicks out that you want, and it's just gonna make it way easier to create more of a controlled, messy look. Because I feel like if you go up, for this look, if you go up starting at the ear, all the way to the top of the head with the root lift, sometimes it gets uncontrollable and you will get some areas that are just like kind of split, and it's hard to maneuver once you put the product in your hair.
Yeah.
So I like to smooth this area out a little bit.
Okay, it's almost like you got the root lift first, you got the volume taken care of, now you're smoothing it out so that the styling will be a little easier.
And I really just only needed that volume on the top of her head.
Okay. Now, would this work for anyone who has short hair?
Yes, of course.
This particular style?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I even tell people with our round brush attachment, even though it's a 1-inch barrel, I still love using it on 1 to 2 inch length hair because the teeth are so perfectly aligned that when you roll it back, it grabs all of the hair onto the barrel perfectly.
Okay.
So you're not leaving anything out.
Well, and the thing is too, you know, you're blow drying and styling at the exact same time here.
Yeah.
So what's the benefit of that versus, I mean, obviously there's a time saver, right? But what's the benefit from like a stylist perspective that you're styling and drying at the same time?
Well, because you're using one item now instead of two. I mean, really, you would dry your hair with the blow dryer, but to get some sort of style, you would have to use the brush as well. So this is all in one, which is it just simplifies life, you know?
Well, I'm also wondering too, because I know for myself, like I'm not super skilled at making my hair very smooth with the blow dryer. So I kind of do a rough dry.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes my hair is already cooled off in kind of a weird way if I rough dry it, you know? So I feel like as you style and dry at the same time, you're molding your hair into a much better shape.
Yeah, of course.
If that did that make sense?
That makes complete sense to me. Yeah.
I'm like,
you're totally right.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're just going in on the side, and I notice also now it's pretty dry.
It is. It's pretty dry. I'm just going through the back. I just wanted to touch up the back a little bit. So now I'm going to take that off. Now that embellish I was telling you about, I think I got the front, right? Yeah, we're good. So I'm gonna take.
So Stephanie, you got to think of where you're gonna go with your messy hair.
Oh, okay. I need the embellish.
Oh,
do you have it over there?
I would be glad to bring over some embellish. Let me see.
I have the arsenal over here.
Embellish, expand, thickening cream.
No, it's in a little tube.
The one where you clap.
We got it coming. It's on its way.
Oh,
but I'm gonna show you.
I was gonna do a delivery like I was, you know, like I was. Waiting tables.
Well, you're usually always there for me, but you know what? Sometimes
Well, I tried, but I failed. I let you down. Hashtag fail.
So
it's looking cute regardless.
Is there any embellish out there?
So, hey, question for you while we're searching for our product here. So, how powerful is this as just a hairdryer?
It's 1,200 watts, so it's the same amount of power as a professional hairdryer that you would get at a professional store or in a salon. So it's the exact same. So everything that we're using, even the brushes, are professional grade. They're everything that we use in the salon because we really want to give everybody quality and just, I feel like if we just half-ass it, it's really not going to give you the exact look that you want, you know? So.
I don't know why that just made me laugh so hard. Here I was just typing away on the chat. Right? I was just letting our beauties know that on Facebook to send me your style questions. Because how many years have you been styling?
I want to say over 10 years now.
Yeah. All right, so you've got some answers for us.
Yeah.
All right, why are you clapping like that?
So I'm clapping. So this is a texturizing paste that I love using. Guys, girls, all hair types. You just take a pea-sized amount. I already put a little bit of my hair, but take a pea-sized amount and you can clap, and these are the fibers that are going to adhere to the hair. So the more you clap, the less dense, and the less you clap, the more tacky it's going to be, so you have complete control over this. So I like a little bit more tackiness with Stephanie, and I'm just working in the root and working my way out. Remember, every product, styling product that you have at home, whatever it is, if it's embellished or whatever, you have to work the root out. If you put anything on top of the head, it's gonna weigh it down and it's not gonna have anything underneath. And everybody's gonna be a very sad person.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna give you the style that you want. So if you work the root out and kind of just bring your hands together like I was doing when I was blow drying her hair, you're gonna get that style right from the root area, and this is what's gonna make it last all day long.
Cool.
So I'm just working around just like this.
And so that pea size that you use, that should be enough for her whole head?
Yeah, you know, it sometimes if hair's dry, if you feel like it's a little bit dry, sometimes different hair types will drink it up a little bit more. Don't hesitate to just, you know, put a little bit back into your hands and put it right in the hair. But start with a small amount, like the pea size amount. Don't overdo it. If you put too much in the hair to start with and your hair type does not need it, it's gonna weigh it down as well. So start with a small amount.
Now, as far as this embellish, can longer hair girls use this?
Yes, of course. So if you have like defining curls, I can even maybe show you guys that later, just on some ends. I love putting it on ends of curls if you were to style with curls, and just kind of gives it a little bit more texture at the bottom so it's not so pretty looking.
Yeah.
I love breaking it up a little bit like that with the embellish.
What about for guys?
Yeah, guys, it's great. I use it all the time.
Yeah, I figured you did.
Yeah.
I was just, curious.
Because it kind of has more of a, well, I used a lot of it in my hair because I like more of a pomade effect.
Yeah.
But if you use a little bit less of it, then it has more of a dry look to it.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so we're going messy. Stephanie's gonna think of where she would go messy. I have a few ideas where you should go. But, you know, I'm gonna leave it up to you because it's your
Stephanie
hair.
always has the creative.
Oh yeah, remember last time we gave you like a leather jacket or something?
Sipping on cocktails.
Oh my gosh, that's right. You were totally going to like a
abandoned
speakeasy.
warehouse.
Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna go down a dark staircase.
Yeah,
There's gonna be an amazing party going on, a rave going on.
Yeah.
Now we're embellishing your story. Get it, guys? Get it? Get it? Get it? No one? Okay. Oh, crickets. It's okay. It's okay. All right.
So I'm
Looks
just
like the style actually dried very quickly, and now you're just kind of having fun and playing.
Yeah, right. I just like, because I'm going in the root area, now I'm just kind of twisting it, and I'm just kind of playing with it. And you can sort of just do whatever you want. Like you can kind of mold it into like any kind of look that you want. So I'm sort of just doing like, sort of like a faux hockey kind of messy look,
Faux
I guess.
hawk, I love it. It's fun.
So you can see, I'm just kind of moving it forward like this, because I like that her hair type, I can pretty much maneuver it. I can go forward if I want, and I'm gonna show you a look after this when I go back with it all. But I like it because you can just
keep manipulating
it.
it.
Just keep changing it.
And it's never getting like crispy.
No,
or,
no,
you know.
no. That's what's so great about this. It's very moldable.
Alrighty, so we are gonna take a look at Stephanie's before and after. So in your before, Stephanie, was this air dry? This is your natural air dried hair? Yeah, okay. So is your hair fine in texture?
It is finer.
Finer? Ryan, how would you describe her hair in texture?
Yeah, I would say it's fine. She's got a lot of it though.
A lot of it?
Yeah.
Okay. But like fairly straight as we see here.
Yeah.
And I would just say from one girl to another, maybe, I don't have a lot of volume in my hair naturally. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now you've got a ton of volume. It looks fantastic. All right, so here's her after. And this, of course, you guys, we're going from messy to dressy. So, of course, if you're looking at this and saying, well, I would never wear my hair like that, we just want you to see that there's so many different ways that you can style, and look how you can manipulate the hair and continue to manipulate the hair using the embellish. So this is just fun. Super cool.
I'm trying to work the
Chic.
monitor here as a mirror so I can see what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
I know, right? It's a whole nother type of
I'm
mirror
just
view.
gonna look at it real quick. There we go. Now I can see.
I like it how it kind of has like a part to it too. That's cool. I feel like, Stephanie, your hair has endless style.
Yeah, she
Every
does,
time you
right?
come, we have a different style with your hair. Awesome. So
So here
Kathy
she is.
wants to see this on long hair, and we are going to actually see this on long hair later, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'll show you how to work it on the ends with long hair.
So look
I
at
love
all of that style. Look at that volume here.
Yeah, isn't that great? And
So you use two of the attachments, correct?
Yes.
On the airbrush? Okay,
Yes.
great. So we use the root lifter and the paddle brush.
Yep.
And there's also two more. There's a concentrator and also a round brush on there. So you could pick this up at retail at Calista Tools. It would be $129. Here at Beauty IQ, it's less than $90. And if you want to, you can break it up and pay for it over the next 5 months, which is super sweet. So here's the deal, you guys. There's an item number right there. There's a phone number right there. You can order using the item number on beautyiq.com or calling that number right down there. All right, so here's the deal. We are going to now change this to dressy, right?
We are.
All right, oh, wait, Stephanie, where are you going messy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how about brunch with mom?
Brunch with Mom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You're the cutest. All right, I'm gonna ask the chat, where should Stephanie go with her messy hair? All right, and then now we're gonna take it to dressy, so you gotta think about where you're gonna go with your dressy hair.
All right, so now I'm taking the Perfector, and I'm gonna give it a completely different look. And now I really like going into her hair with the embellish in it because it's already gonna give me a little tackiness and some texture. So I'm just gonna roll it back. I'm gonna grab it just like this, and I'm gonna roll it back. Super, super simple. And this is the 1 inch that I'm using. And if you feel that